Hi, back here with the GTV V6 again for the second part of the rust repairs. The driver's side is now all finished. I have wax oiled all the inside of the sills where it's been welded and replaced. I've also stone chipped all the outside of the sill and that half of the floor as per the customer's requests. And now I'm about to embark on the driver's side, the passenger side even. I have stripped it all down already and taken a bit of a wire wheel to it to reveal the worst spots, and it turns out it is almost as bad as the other side, so yet more days of welding, I'm afraid. So let's show you the outcome of the grinder. Okay, here's not too bad. The sill has been collapsed from years of jacking it up, but it's not actually in that bad of condition, that front panel, so it might be able to be saved. But as we move along, we've got a huge hole underneath the sill there, and it looks like it's about to break through 90% of this panel. There's another hole there, and then it gets pretty good again until we get to the end. Now we've got another massive hole there to sort out, and it is quite rusty underneath, but at least it appears for the moment that the end panel at the end, I may not have to fabricate that. I may be able to save the one that's there. So let's just jump cut to all of this being cut off to reveal the damage underneath. Okay, I've stripped 2 of the 3 sill panels off. I've cut this one into 2. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to replace all of it, but as you can see from behind, it was already starting to rot away. So you can't scrimp, I'm afraid. You've got to do the whole thing. And as you can see, that's behind that one. And again, behind this one. It wasn't too bad up there. There was very little rust at all, but as soon as you get further down, it's absolutely shocking. Now onto the sills. I have bent this sill back down again. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to take this part off, but unfortunately, if you get the camera behind there, it is rusty all the way along there, so that's all got to come off and be re-cleaned up and welded back in again. Need quite a large patch on there because it's gone through holes there, so I would imagine we're going to be sort of up here and along to here for a patch there. The rest of the sill isn't too bad until you sort of get to the rear end, where I'm going to have to make a patch panel to go in there again, unfortunately, and weld a big part on there. So unfortunately, this side is pretty much just as bad as the driver's side. So yeah, another few days of welding to do. Okay, yet more bad news. I've got the rest of the sill off, and it's all underneath here as well. So I'm going to have to try and get quite creative and cut that out there. If you notice, there's some sponge sound deadening material just there. I need to remove all that because if I'm welding, I can't keep that there because it'll probably set on fire. So I do have to be very delicate and careful with this part. Yeah, not looking fun because there's not much left to weld to. So I'm going to have to do a nice bit of creative fabrication to rebuild the panels. But from what I can tell, it's sort of a 3-skin panel. You've got the reverse along the back here, which has now disappeared. There's then a part of the panel which comes in front, across and up there. And then there's another panel which is like the arch, which I've got to bring along and around the front. So it's sort of a triple skin I need to make up. So, yeah, okay, let's crack on again. Right, it's now the following day. I've now cut out and prepped most of this. I've made 2 very rough repair panels to go in here, like there and there. So we can now start putting those in and getting this bit all finished at the front corner. I'm just going to tack this into place so I can then shape it all. I've got to drill some holes as well to weld it to this front panel here. So I just need to mark those up and get those drilled. welded in and grinded down now. What I need to do now is give the shape back that it needs and then roll the edge under. So I'm going to get that done now. I just need to draw a line on it to get it all even, and I'll then move on to the next stage. Now we'll finish the welding for today. I've still got to drill and weld the bottom of the sill together, but I have rebuilt all this side here. I've also welded the whole of the sill in. This was the difficultest part to do because I did cut it slightly wrong, so I had to weld another thin strip in there. But yeah, the hard part's done now. We're all stone chipped now. We're all ready for the side skirt to go back on. I have just finished undersealing the underside. So as we can see now, there is no rust. It's all sealed up nicely all the way along the floor pan, along both sides. So yeah, there we go. That's one Alfa GTV pretty much ready to go back on the road.